Hi everyone, welcome to Vishwablooms. In this video, we are looking at Class 8 Physics Techno Vectors Concept 2 MCQs. So let's begin. Now first we will look at the Clarity Achiever. First question, it's a statement type of question. Statement A states that the projection of a vector in a particular direction is called the component of the vector in the direction. Yes, it is absolutely true statement, correct. Statement B, the process of splitting a vector into various parts or components is called as resolution of a vector. It is also correct. So these are discussed in the concept to video explanation video. I'll put the video link in the description. You can check out. Next, second question. It's also statement type of question. So statement A, the direction of I vector I cap is always horizontal. That is, it is horizontal but not always. It depends on our assumption. Okay, so it is wrong. It is not always horizontal. Next, the direction of j cap is along positive x-axis is also wrong. For j cap it is along y-axis, and for I cap it is along x-axis. So this is also a wrong statement. So for the first one option is A, second one option is B. Both are false. Third one is assertion and reason type of question. First, assertion A states that a vector is described as A bar is equal to AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap. Then AY is a scalar. Yes, absolutely, because this magnitude of a vector is a scalar. We have seen that point in explanation video. Okay, next, the reason is the projection. Yes, so the correct answer is given here. Projection of vector is a scalar. Okay, so that is why both are correct. The assertion is also correct, reason is also correct, and the explanation for this is also correct. So the option is going to be A. Both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question, fourth one. Fourth question is also assertion and reasoning type of question. Assertion A states that when a vector is rotated, its magnitude remains constant. Yes, even though if you rotate, the magnitude will not change. Next, reason. The magnitude of a vector is independent of coordinate system. Yes, that is also correct. So both A and R are true, and the explanation for this also is true. So option A, both A and R are correct, and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question. Question number 5. If L, M, and are the direction cosines of a vector, then see, I have told you, right? L, M, N are the direction cosines. That is nothing but simply DCs. I have told these three, right, in the previous explanation video. So what is the relation between these three is already discussed. L square plus M square plus N square is equal to 1. Here L is nothing but cos alpha, M is nothing but cos beta, and N is nothing but cos gamma. These points are already discussed in explanation videos. So this is the correct relation between them, and mark the option B. So simply you can say it as cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. Next, we have silver package. First question, the magnitude of the vector. So vector is given to us, A bar is equal to phi I cap plus j cap minus 2k cap. So what is the magnitude they are asking? So in the previous video explanation, I have told you how to find the magnitude. Suppose if A bar is given as AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap, what is the magnitude of that particular vector is given as root of AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. So this is the formula. That is, you have to remember this, right? So what I am supposed to do here now, I have to substitute these values here. That is root of phi square plus 1 square plus minus 2 whole square. That is nothing but root of 25 plus 1 plus 4. That is nothing but root of 30 units. That is option A. Next, let us look at the second question in the silver package. If a unit vector is represented as 0.5 I cap plus 0.8 j cap plus c k cap, then what is the value of c they are asking us, right? So in the question you have to observe one point. It is written as unit vector. In the concept 1 explanation video, I have already told the definitions for each and types of vectors we have seen. So in that concept definitions are seen, right? So unit vector is nothing but a vector whose magnitude, suppose a vector, its magnitude is 1. So that is important. So simply we are going to use that point here. That is nothing but the magnitude of this particular vector is 1, clearly. So using the formula previously discussed, root of 0.5 whole square plus root of 0.8 whole square plus c square is equal to 1. So this is the data. Now what you are supposed to do is solve this correctly. Let us do it. So I'm sending this root to RHS. That is nothing but it will become square. So 1 square is also 1. So there is no change in the RHS. So c square plus 0.25 plus 0.64 is equal to 1. Next I'm sending these things to RHS and adding them. C square is equal to 1 minus 0.89. Just you are adding 0.25, 0.64. It is 98. 0.89. That is what I have sent to RHS, which becomes negative. Next, c square is equal to 0.11. Now c is equal to root of 0.11. This is the value of c, and the option which matches this is option B. Now let us look at the next question. That is question number 3. So here the angle which the vector A vector is given 3 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 2 k cap. The angle with this which this vector makes with the coordinate axis. So how do we find this? Let us see. See, you must recollect the formula which I have discussed. For cos alpha, cos beta, we have discussed 3 formulas in explanation video. So these 3 formulas are, see, ax by mod a, ay by mod a, az by mod a. These are the formulas discussed in concept 2 only, explanation video. Check that on description. So what you have to do here is you have to find out the magnitude of a, which you don't have. Ax is nothing but 3, ay is nothing but 6, and az is nothing but 2. So these things you can easily understand. So what you have to do is find out the magnitude of a. Let us do that here. Okay. So magnitude of a vector is nothing but root of 3 square plus 6 square plus 2 square. That is nothing but root of 9 plus 36 plus 4, which is nothing but root of 49, that is 7. Okay. Now what you are supposed to do is put the values here. In this I am erasing this and writing values directly. Okay, now cos alpha is ax by mod a. So 3 by 7. Cos beta is 6 by 7. And cos gamma is 2 by 7. But they are asking the angles. That is, you have to say what is alpha, what is beta, and what is gamma. So how do you write that? Sending that cos to RHS, it will become cos inverse. Inverse trigonometric function you are supposed to use here. Cos inverse of 3 by 7. Cos inverse of 6 by 7 and cos inverse of 2 by 7. So these are the angles which will match with option number A. So question number 3 is option A. Next question is question number 4. So let us look at that also. Question 4. The angle made by the vector. So A vector is given as 2 I cap plus 2 j cap. With x-axis they are asking. So with x-axis you need the angle. So that is also very simple. Only with x-axis means they are asking you the angle alpha. Only alpha. So how do you find that? Cos alpha is equal to ax by mod a. Now first we'll find mod a. That is nothing but root of 2 square is 4 and 2 square is 4. Adding them and making root 8. Root 8 is nothing but 2 root 2. Now you may have doubt how does it come. I will explain that also. So root 8 is nothing but I can write root, I can write 8 as 4 into 2, right? Now roots can be separated. Yes, I studied in mathematics 3rd chapter. So root 4 into root 2. So root 4 is 2 and root 2 will be as it is. That is why directly you can write it as 2 root 2. So this is how it will come. I am erasing the steps. Yes. So what is ax here? Ax is nothing but whatever the number is written adjoining I cap. So that is nothing but 2. So 2 by 2 root 2. So cos alpha is equal to 2 will be getting cancelled. So cos alpha is equal to 1 by root 2. So alpha is equal to cos inverse of 1 by root 2, which is nothing but alpha is 45 degree, because cos 45 degree is 1 by root 2. Done. So the option will be option B. Fourth one is option B. So let us look at the next question. Question number 5. So what does the question state? It's a passage type of a question. Let us try to read the passage and understand the questions. So passage is about the resolution of vector. Actually, we have discussed all these points in theory, so I'm not repeating it again. Just see the video, concept to explanation video. I'll put the link in description as well as in pinned comments. So check that. It is where in the same points are repeated here. Okay. So first we will see the first question. That is, among the following physical quantities, the quantities that depend on orientation of frame of reference. This is a MAQ, is nothing but multiple answer question. First is scalar, second option is vector, third option is magnitude of a vector, and fourth one is component of vector. So the answer is going to be vector and component of vector, B and D. These are theory type of questions, okay? So these are two, that is option B, option D. These are the quantities which are going to depend on the orientation of a frame of reference, okay? Next we will see the second question in this fifth one, second part. In the given vectors, the vector is given a bar is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. The components of a bar in the direction of x, y, z axes respectively. See, the component of the vector in the direction of x axis is x only. See this one, which whatever is written joining I cap is the component of that vector in x in the direction of x axis. For y axis it is y, this one, and for the component in the direction of z axis it is this one, z. So the option is x comma y comma z, that is option B. Okay. Next we have seen third bit in this same question. From the figure IB, okay, we have to see the figure here. I'll draw it for you. This is the figure. The vector can be expressed as, so representation of a vector is being asked here. So that is again seen in the explanation video how to represent a vector. Now I will explain it directly. I'm not going to discuss with theory point because already discussed, right? See here it is y-axis and here this is x-axis, right? So clearly you're supposed to understand whatever is, towards the x-axis it is going to be with respect to the I cap, and for y-axis it is going to be j cap. Clear, right? So a vector is represented as x is the magnitude, right? So xi cap plus yj cap. So now why are we using positive is nothing but it is towards the positive x-axis and this is towards the positive y-axis. That is, it is in positive. This is the answer, option B. Next question is fourth bit in fifth passage. Component of a scalar is, so component of vector, Component of vector is a vector. That is very clear. Option B. Fifth one. From that same figure, this one. So from this diagram, they're asking you what is cos alpha. So what is the formula for it? Ax by mod A. So what is Ax here? We have already discussed, right? Writing that A is equal to xi cap plus yj cap. So Ax is x, right? So x by mod is root of x square plus y square. This is only cos alpha. Okay. Next question. From the same figure, they are asking us the value of cos beta. So cos beta simply, what is the formula? Ay by mod A. So that is nothing but y by root of x square plus y square. This is the formula. That's it. B option, A option. Moving forward to gold package, sixth question we have here. The component of A bar is equal to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap along the direction of the vectors. So along direction of the vectors I cap plus j cap and I cap minus j cap respectively are. So this question is actually not from this concept, okay? This question is from the next concept. Along the direction how you will write that vectors is from concept number 3. But it is given here, so I'll explain. So here is the formula. Component of A bar along B bar is given by A bar dot B bar by modulus of B bar. So this is actually dot product is also used here. See, you didn't study dot product chapter yet, right? So you might not know. But I'll explain it here because I don't want to leave this question. But this formula is missing in your book. So let's continue with the question. So here what you're supposed to do is, first one vector is given, right? First vector is, see here first one vector is given. That one we have to assume it as A. So first they have given it as A itself. So not an issue. A bar is equal to 2 I cap plus 3 j cap. Okay. Now along the direction of, there are two vectors now, I plus j, I minus j. Now first you have to consider one as B and next one as C. I'll write it here neatly. First I'm going to consider B vector as I cap plus j cap and C vector as I cap minus j cap. Okay. Now first they are asking component of A vector along the direction of, first you will find for B vector, then you will find for C vector with the same formula. First A dot B by B magnitude, then A dot C by C vector. See, dot product you don't know it still, right? First I will give an basic information about dot product, then we'll do this. Now first we will learn the basics of dot product. Okay, again in the concept I'll explain completely. So there are two types of products for vectors. Okay, one is dot product is one and cross product is one. So dot and cross, these are the two types of products in vectors. So now for doing this question we need dot product because the formula is associated with it. So if there are two vectors, A bar is equal to A1 I cap plus B1 j cap plus C1 k cap, and other vector B vector is A2 I cap plus B2 j cap plus C2 k cap, then A dot B. So how do you read this? A bar dot B bar. Okay, in this way you are supposed to put one dot in between them. That is nothing but dot product. And cross product you will put a cross in between them. This is not into. Into, if you're reading it, it's wrong. It is going to be cross. You have to read it as cross itself here. Don't worry, I'll explain it in cross product video. Now dot product A bar dot B bar is nothing but what you have to do. Method I am telling you for dot product. So see here I cap and I cap, though both these magnitudes are supposed to multiply A1, A2. And for j cap and j cap, the magnitudes have to be multiplied. K cap and k cap, the magnitudes have to be multiplied. And finally add all the magnitudes. That's it. Okay, this is the formula for dot product. Now we will use above. That is why I am explaining this. So a1 into a2 plus b1 into b2 plus c1 into c2. This is the formula. That's it. Now for suppose b2 is 0. So b1 into 0 is 0. That is, there is no term here. So a1 a2 plus c1 c2. Like that you are supposed to do. Okay. That is the thing. Let us do the problem now here. So a bar dot b bar is nothing but 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1. So 2 into 1 is 2 plus 3 into 1 is 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5. Now magnitude of b is root of 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Root of 4 plus 9 is, sorry, you have to find the magnitude of b, right? So root of 1 square plus 1 square, root 2. So root 2. Next, 2 into 1 is 2 and 3 into minus 1 is minus 3. So it is minus 1 by root 2. Okay. So these is the answers. D, option D. 7th question. If three vectors along coordinate axis represent the adjacent sides of a cube with side B, then unit vector along its diagonal passing through the origin is. So first I will draw a cube here. So here is the cube I have put this side I am assuming it as x-axis, this is as y-axis and other side as z-axis. This is the origin. So we have to, side is B, that is why I have written this also here. So what is the question now? Unit vector along its diagonal passing through origins. This is origin, right? This is diagonal. In this way diagonal will come for cube. Okay. So this point, see, for this point, no, this is equally like a b I cap plus b j cap plus b k cap. That is, from all three axes, it is from b distance actually. Okay, the diagonal. See, in 3 dimension you can understand. See, we are learning in not on 2 dimensions, so it is difficult, but try to understand. Okay, so it is from b distance from all the 3 axes, this point. So this is the diagonal vector simply. I am naming it as b vector. So simply this will be OB vector, this one. Okay. Now they are asking unit vector along this direction. So that is nothing but they are asking us OB cap. OB cap is nothing but OB bar by modulus of OB. This formula also is discussed in the concept 2 explanation video. Okay. Now what is OB bar here? BI cap plus BJ cap plus B K cap divided by root of magnitude, you know, right? B square plus B square plus B square. Now here I am taking B common, so I cap plus J cap plus K cap. Here in the root, what will be left? Take out B square common. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. That is nothing but B into I plus J plus K. That is I cap plus J cap plus B K cap by root 3B. BB cancel. So the final unit vector is I cap plus J cap plus K cap by root 3 is the final answer, which is option D. Next, platinum package. 8th question. If A bar is equal to 3 I cap plus 4 J cap, B bar is equal to 7 I cap plus 24 J cap, the vector which has the same magnitude of B bar and is parallel to A bar is. So whenever a vector, like we have to find that vector which is having same magnitude of as B and it is parallel to A, we are assuming that vector to be C bar. So it is having same magnitude of B means magnitude of B and it is parallel to A bar is nothing but you have to multiply with the vector. This is the formula. Generally, this is the way of representation. Okay. Now we'll try to find out the magnitude of B vector. Root of 7 square plus 24 square, which is nothing but root of 49 plus 576, which is equal to root of 625. That is nothing but 25, right? Now, first, this is not simply bar actually, it is cap. A cap, that means unit vector you have to multiply. I will write it here clearly. First, what is the magnitude of A bar? So it is 3I cap plus 4J cap. So root of 3 square plus 4 square, that is nothing but root of 9 plus 16, that is root of 25, that is nothing but 5. Now we have to find out A cap, that is nothing but A bar by modulus of A. A bar is nothing but simply 3I cap plus 4J cap. Modulus of A is 5. So simply it is 3 by 5 I cap plus 4 by 5 J cap. Now, what is C bar? Modulus of B bar into A cap. That is equal to 25 is that is mod B into 3 by 5 I cap plus 4 by 5 J cap. That is nothing but, just multiply it, okay? So 5 1 like this, I'll show you it, is equal to 25 into 3 by 5 I cap plus 25 into 4 by 5 J cap. This is simply 5 5s, 5 5s. So 15 I cap plus 20 J cap, which is option D again. Okay. So that's it. Thanks for watching our video. Do like, share and subscribe. Bye. See you in the next video.